Yeah, good morning, MarketChameleon.com, and Will chooses that exact moment to adjust his camera. What's up, brother?
Do you not like the new camera adjustment?
There you go.
Is that better? Too much head?
Oh, not enough head.
Morning,
man.
chameleons.
Look at this, man. Hey, everybody mark it down in your calendars. Will's got the cup today.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Broken clock, man. Once or twice
Everything.
a month, it does happen. It does happen.
Well, it's twice a day, but that's good.
Thank you for correcting that, brother.
It's all right.
All right, everybody. If you are joining us on YouTube, remember, click that subscribe button, tick that bell. You catch us live here every morning as Will adjusts his glasses. If you are trading options, remember, everybody, option trading is risky. You got to do your research. That's what the Chameleon is for. We are not telling you what to do. We're just giving you some trading ideas. You ready to bring up your screen, brother?
I am.
All right, let's do it. Remember, guys, if you are on the Chameleon right now, click the subscribe button, top right-hand corner. You can try it free for 7 days. Follow along with the data and analytics that Will's going to walk us through this morning. What do you got today, brother?
Well, I was looking at the emerging markets. First thing, they were talking about the Asher volatility skew and comparing it to EEM. And I guess there's been a lot of upside call activity. So that skew is pretty flat, meaning the volatility of the call, 25 delta call and 25 delta put is pretty close to each other. And it's where in typical markets, the bid is in the put. People are constantly buying the insurance.
Right.
So it's a somewhat of a bullish, can be construed as a bullish indicator.
Scroll down a little bit so we can see it. Yep.
Anyways, I was looking to see if there were any credit spreads or bullish spreads we could do in there, and there were none that showed up with the dynamics we like. I mean, there were spreads, but none with all four features we like. But if you just look at the chart, I mean, this thing is up recently off its Christmas lows of 21. It's up to 30, but it's been as high as 50. So it's halfway back from its 2015 highs. Just something to think about and be aware of. The next thing I was going to talk about were the streaming wars.
Doesn't Disney report in the next couple of days?
Well, Disney's getting a ton of love right now.
Yeah.
It's had 3 or 4 upgrades in the last 48 hours.
Yep.
$145, $150 price target.
I don't want to say we called it, but we were talking about Disney a month ago. Solid.
Yeah, it's still is a long way. It's still priced pretty inexpensively relative to the market. So we never, even though we were talking about it, we never built a watch list. So I was going to create a new watch list for all those new viewers. Right now I have a gaming watch list and home builders. I'm a real creative namer of my
dude, I say you got to
list.
name it. You got to name it simple so you actually remember, will understand what you've put in there. Definitely do not name it by dates and stuff like that. You got to be specific.
So I'm going to build it a streaming watch list, and we have AT&T, Disney, Netflix. I know I've missed a few. Apple and Amazon.
Remember, everybody, Disney just took controlling interest in Hulu, a month ago or so.
Seems like we're missing one. Shouldn't Google be in there? Why don't they have Google in there?
Well, Google, YouTube. In theory, it's free, right? But nothing's free. You're paying by watching advertising. Although Google does have
I bet you they use your data.
Now.
I bet you they use your data for something.
No. Will, they would never. They would never,
yes.
Dude.
Yes. So I just built that. We now have our streaming watch list.
Do you know anybody's used the Google Premium? It's like $10 a month, and you don't have ads.
No.
Yeah.
You mean you don't have your ads in the YouTube? Any Google product?
That's right. Well, I don't know about any Google. I think it's just on YouTube.
That's actually
which for me, I don't even that doesn't mean anything to me. But my wife is on YouTube. 24/7.
You are the guy who is like a moment of my time, the value.
Dude,
value.
Tell me about,
you're constantly interrupting.
Look, man. Look. They didn't have it in Costa Rica. They didn't offer it. It wasn't available. at $10 a month. But now, guess who's paying $10 a month? Bing. Of
You?
course, dude. I don't have time for my wife to be watching commercials, man. She's got valuable Judge Judy to watch, man.
Judge Judy. how many commercials would they pop up watching on YouTube? I mean, it's
A
like
lot.
every.
It's a
I
lot.
mean, it's
a lot. Like
and you gotta wait
every few minutes is boom ad.
and you gotta
boom,
wait
ad.
a couple seconds, and every once in a while, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds, they make you wait before you can skip it.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, your brain goes, well, I can only speak about my brain. It goes into a deep freeze, and all of a sudden, you've gone through like 6 commercials.
Well,
and
it's
you're like,
stunning.
wow,
I mean, because we're so
this-
used to not having commercials now. That it's stunning
This
when
is
you
like
see. I know
TV
every
in
time
the
I travel to
70s.
the States and you have your TV on up there, I'm like, who watches things like this anymore? The commercials just blow my mind, man. We're in
Yeah,
a
which
magical
is-
new age. Oh, Gabe's saying Roku. Is Roku public?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Man.
Yes. Look at Gabe
Thanks,
coming
Gabe.
through.
Head on a swivel, dude. Roku.
Head on a friggin' swivel. Let me see if I can pull that stock symbol off the top of my head. ROKU.
Right.
Let's see. Yes, there you go. Wow. And by the way, this was pulled from CNBC, and they did not have Roku. So
They didn't
look
have
at Gabe.
in the
Look at
streaming
Gabe.
wars.
I mean, the chameleon community are better producers of a show than,
Then the best.
$200,000 executive producers on CNBC, or $300,000. What do you think an executive producer on CNBC makes?
$65,000 a year.
You think?
Yeah, dude, they don't make any money, man. None.
Really?
None.
How much?
Dude, TV is dead, man. TV is dead. Dead.
Well,
we had the Amazing Race down here in Costa Rica. We met the executive producers. The executive producers were 23-year-old kids, fresh out of college, dude, making like interns' wage. I'm telling you, man.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, did everyone see how I just added Roku?
Yeah, it's easy, man. Easy peasy, dude.
Oh, everything.
If you want to add multiple symbols, just so everybody knows, you can do it. If you have it on Excel or whatever, you can add it through that, or you just copy paste them. I mean, it's super easy.
So, what I was looking at earlier was, I mean, just like the quick snapshot of the financials. I mean, if you look at AT&T, 6.4% dividend yield. I mean, 6% PE. You look at Apple. Oh, excuse me. 1.5% yield, 16 PE.
Yep.
I mean, that's one of the FANG stocks, which is amazing.
For all the
seems
cash they
amazing.
have, it's
I don't
pretty.
know.
That is pretty incredible. But then
Seems
again, you think
amazing.
about how they maybe aren't so great at tech anymore. I don't know. It's interesting to see.
You look at Disney. By the way, Disney announced a Star Wars theme park. That was, well, I'm not exactly sure that it wasn't like announced overnight, but that was a big commentary in the upgrades.
It's going to be what, as part of their parks?
Oh yeah.
Well, I know it's already part of the park. So you're saying it's going to be a bigger part, or it's going to be a new park
a more
altogether?
promoted part, and I guess everywhere. I don't know if has it always been a part of Disney? I mean, it's part of the Disney family. I don't know if they've had.
Wait, Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well, they bought it from Lucas. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying in the parks. I think it's an in the park feature.
Yeah.
You know how much merchandise they move from the parks?
A zillion dollars. Do you know how many? They're the largest seller of plastic swords in the world.
They control 50% of the plastic sword market, and 100% of the lightsaber market. The only place you can get off a knockoff lightsaber is actually in the streets of Shanghai. They're
very protective of their IP, man.
They are. So Disney, you see, is again another one. But I mean, God, you look at Netflix here. I mean, how's
it's kind of interesting. Like Roku doesn't really produce content, though, right? It's more just the box, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I know they kind of go into like they have a little bit of partnerships and stuff like that, but they're not really making Game of Thrones.
No, and that may be a good thing.
Yeah. Look at that PE 5.
I mean,
in the reality is they're a hardware company, right?
Yeah, maybe it's the best. Maybe it's the best on the block.
Wow.
Maybe this is who Disney buys.
Yeah.
I mean, from a
Interesting.
technology standpoint, I'm saying.
But how could it's interesting? You know, how hard you figure how hard could that tech be? But maybe it is hard. I don't know.
I mean, because if you price, I mean, if Netflix is a producer of
Oh
great
wait, do you have
content,
Amazon on that list?
I do,
You
yeah.
do. Okay.
If Netflix is a producer of great, I mean, this is another one that I mean, now here you've got the cloud, you have everything, but their PE is better than Netflix. I mean, the streaming is a piece of Amazon. I mean, we were talking about their technology just the other day, and listen, everyone has slip ups, right?
Yep.
Everyone's tech. I mean, they were talking about Google overnight. I guess Google streamed a Senate hearing on white supremacists and neo-Nazis in the U.S. and all that was coming across the on YouTube
Was
you
sound
can find
and hearts?
no, racist slurs.
We must regulate this so this never happens again.
Is that like? I mean, part of me believes it could almost be someone who wants super regulation.
Yeah.
Just, hiring a bot to fire those off.
Honestly, I don't understand what the problem. If somebody wants to tune in and watch racist people saying racist things, go for it, dude. I mean, seriously.
But you gotta. I mean, the problem.
Why are
is
we trying to quelch free speech, man?
You gotta question everything, right? Is that a real person putting that in?
Yeah.
Is it Russia? Is it China? Is it the U.S. itself? Is it a conservative organization? Is it a liberal organization? I mean, you have no idea.
Is it Amazon trying to take down big Google?
Yeah, or is it Google trying to promote themselves?
Exactly.
I have no idea.
Lots of fake news out there. Who knows what's going on? But I don't know about this regulating speech, man. I mean, come on.
I got an email the other day. We work with partners for some of our blogs, and this partner put a blog. I mean, this was an early. He's not even a partner anymore.
Yep.
It was an interesting piece about finding quality spreads, and it's basically sat in our on our site, but it's how many people are searching to the but some bot has found it and is bombing him with like fake emails.
Oh, he found his email, and then it's just bot city. You're just getting bombed.
Yeah.
It's incredible, man.
I mean, it's like, what is even going on with those emails? If any of our super chameleon community could let me know what is going on. Why
you're wondering, like, why would somebody even waste their time doing that to somebody?
What's been built? These bots are out, scouring the internet for, to register for things, right? To give a fake email to another. Once a fake email is in someone's system, what are they then doing with that? What do they hope to achieve? Like get emails sent to them to make them look like a real person? I mean, that's like what's the positive outcome? Why has someone built something that is scavenging the internet to be on email lists?
Well, basically. I know on the social media channels what it's for. I'm not sure on email.
Yeah, no, I got that. I'm asking about the email.
Yeah, I'm not sure about email.
Huge. And it's a wonderful riddle if someone can solve it. But anyways, well, I did a search of these streaming companies, and Apple showed up with some bullish opportunities. Disney.
So just so people don't know, show them how you throw the watch list in a.
Oh, that was going to be my next thing. Look at you. Rather than going through each one individually, which I had to do, we'll just go to I got to
refresh the page. So now Will's, just so everybody realizes, Will's on a screener now, and he's going to screen by whatever metrics he wants, but now he can just drop in the actual streaming
so we'll
watch
do the
list.
next 60 days, and we'll go streaming. We'll load that bad boy up. And then now you have this. We should have a little chameleon up there on a treadmill, because that's what the chameleons are doing. They are processing this data over the next 60 days. And there you go. We got 134 pages of potential
now
bullish.
You can stream by win rates and all the rest of it. Yummy, yummy.
Yep. There you go. And I'm going to just do it so I can.
Well, to finalize my thoughts on those streaming, I've used all those boxes, every one. Can't say one was better than the other. Netflix, I got to say Netflix, I think, has the best content. But you know.
Yeah, but are you
But they
paying,
pay for that content. Like, dude, I watched whatever. I watched. There's some. They had Chris Rock, right? They had a Chris Rock special, best comedy show in the last 2 years. But dude, I think they paid Chris Rock $20 million to do that show, right? I mean, those things have massive costs.
Are you paying 20 or 30 times more earnings than Disney for that?
Yeah,
because I mean,
head on a swivel, guys. I don't know.
They're you're saying it's not the technology; they're a content producer.
And the problem with that is their content can get bad. Like, it's hard to keep churning
content's
out.
The great thing about technology, right? In theory, is economies of scale, right? Yep. You build it. I mean, there's obviously amazing amounts of upkeep, but you don't have to. Like, Google's grown, but it hasn't. You know, for the size and the earnings it's had, it hasn't grown its work. That's the one, downside of technology is you don't have to grow a massive workforce.
Almost the best thing about Google is that Google is able to try 1 million shows, while Netflix and Disney through Hulu are only able to try a very limited amount of shows because they have limited dollars. But Google can try through YouTube. It can try an infinite number of shows. The more people who make more shows, the better they are. Look, we're making a show right now.
They don't even have to try them.
They don't have to do anything. They literally don't have to do anything. They have to promise a dollar amount that may or may not be delivered at a future time.
Yeah, and I don't know. The younger generation is obsessed with producing content.
I mean, we keep thinking about, you need these big productions, you need these billion, Game of Thrones style giant shows, but not necessarily. I mean, those are nice, but you don't necessarily. If you watch what kids are watching today, 90% of it is real-time produced stuff like we're producing right here. It's not shows. They'll go to a movie. Like, we're going to whatever, the Marvel thing that's coming out in a couple weeks. We're going to be there opening night, right? So those events, kids are interested in. But the day-to-day, what I'm going to stream at this moment in time is more often something that was recorded live, on a camcorder or on a phone or whatever. It's very simple stuff.
Yeah, and I think a lot of kids don't even care about movies.
Yep.
I mean, really, my kids it's my wife who probably produces, like, interest in the movies.
Yep.
Like, I can't recall a child ever asking to even go to the movies to see a movie.
Well, this is the beauty of today, man. There's so much good content that they don't even, they're satisfied,
Yeah. So anyway, let's not chit-chat our way out of viewership. But last thing I was going to look at is, what's this all mean for Verizon being tied to a cord? You laughed at me because I still, I have FiOS.
Yep.
What happens to these entities? I mean, Verizon has other technology and other things, and the 5G is coming, but from their whatever the FiOS piece of their makeup, how's that affected long term? If people are, getting away from paying that monthly fee, but they do provide the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they're not just they're not just a cable company, right? They're more.
They are, and it's hard to, for some people, it's part of your ease of your break from cable is the lack of quality cable in Costa Rica, I'm sure, too.
No, not really. Mm-mm.
Oh, you have good cable?
Yeah, we have the same as the States, basically.
What's it run a month?
Oh, I don't even know, man. They basically give it away. I mean, I pay almost the same I pay almost the same just for my high-speed internet as an extra $10, I'd get all the cable channels.
Oh, so it's nothing.
So there's not like a steep discount just for going just to internet.
There isn't anywhere.
There's not. They're trying to get you to buy these triple plays. Or same deal here. It's like they want you to buy the phone, the internet, the cable TV, all the.
And obviously they produce content as well, right?
No, they don't produce content. They're grabbing it from the local market.
Well,
then repackaging the stuff from the U.S.
Sorry,
and stuff.
They don't produce it, but I mean, HBO, which at one time was an exclusive to the cables, but now they can sell it anywhere.
Right.
They produce the content.
Yep.
Well, that's the morning report. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Have a safe day out there, chameleons.
All right, everybody. Remember, if you're on YouTube, which you probably are right now, click the subscribe button, tick the bell if you are on the Chameleano top right-hand corner. I was going to use this hand. Top right-hand corner. Click the subscribe button up there. Try this awesome data and analytics completely free for 7 days. Make sure it fits in your trading model. Have a great day trading, everyone.
Stay safe, community.